happy with their verified. Long overdue.
I know that look, it's signed with the right stuff. You could watch Rabbi Shulman.
He was honored at the My association with Rabbi Josephy, for many years in Igud Rabbonim, as you heard the previous speakers mentioning different attributes of Rabbi Josephy. Just like to point out maybe the side, the basis for the activities of Rabbi Josephy. As he said, to be Makar of people, to Mesiras Nefesh. In fact, the actual Chodesh Seudah that we have, I gave over to him. I ran it for 13 years, and then gave it over to him, and we worked together setting up each of the various Seudas. There's an interesting Seudah, Masoretic text that is not so well known. It's brought down by the Kutei Bosel Kutei in the Sechta Ovois. It deals with the particular parsha that we read yesterday. Sarah says that 3 times the Torah mentions Ureisem. Ureisem. We have Ureisem es haaretz by the Meraglim. Spy out the land, to see the land. Parsha Tzitzis at the end of the parsha. Ureisem oisa is charta is chamitzvos Hashem. And there's one Ureisem in Shmois, Ureisem al hoavnoim, by Yocheved, Miriam, by Parai giving birth to the son, and so forth, Ureisem al hoavnoim. And the Kutei Bosel Kutei brings this particular Messiah, and there are various interpretations that they give. I wanted to interpret this interpretation in the sense of this particular Messiah, we could say in regard to Rabbi Josephy. As I was sitting there, I was hoping not to speak, but I thought maybe yes, so I had to think of something. I remember when I spoke at the Shloshim in Munkach. Munkach, whoever was there, I spoke at a time about Rabbi Josephy. And I said that one thing he said to me, I recall when I visited him in the hospital, due to the illness that he had, he was losing his hair. And the only thing that bothered him was the beard. And Chas v'Sholom, he said, the hair over that, how would I look? Tell him the whole Jewishness would be lost. We recall that particular point that he mentioned in his desire in fruitcake. When a person goes out into the world, who's Isen and Sahoretz, you go out into the land, you go out into the world, whether it's to accomplish for yourself personally, spiritually, or materially, with others, to influence others, with other mamokim, with other machaverai, you have to have the other 2 re'isan. Re'isan ala avnoyim, to look back at the Yisoy, where you're coming from. That's the Yikus, person. The Ovois, the Mesoras Havasenu B'Yadeinu, to take that past, the thread, take a little Re'isan ala avnoyim. On the other hand, Re'isan is Oisay is Chartak to Mitzvah Hashem. Your Yirah Shemayim, your activities, your Mesiras Nefesh, your Avas HaTorah, Avas Hashem, and so forth. with these two, with Risam Alavnoy, Risam Oisoi, you can come with Risam Esoretz Mahi. Then you can judge the land. Then you can come in to see how you can act and be a positive, constructive force in the land. This is my opinion with Rabbi Josephy. Came with that Seudah that was inculcated in him, taught to him, and they had the Messiah's Nefesh of Kiyum HaMitzvahs. Because you know, the whole mishpacha, the whole family, the Rebbetzin, the children, the Chinuch HaBonim, these two pillars, in a sense, were Isam Esoretz. In that way, he was able to, in a sense, to perform and to advocate and to accomplish in a positive, constructive way, spiritually and materially for people in that particular area. So I just want to mention that as far as the Igud Rabban was concerned, it was a driving force, mamish with Mesiras Nefesh, with Isam Esoretz, but also with the concept of the fruitcake and the background that had to permeate all his particular actions that he accomplished. And that we worked together many, many years in the Igud Rabbanim. With that we hope that the Rosh will help Taka to be Zeicha, the Mishpocha, in a sense, to recall these things and learn from the limud of the Rabbi Josephy to the grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and so forth. The Mishpocha to have much nachas and simchas and ne'er v'yas b'shona. Amen. Thank you.
You don't have to go. You want to take a picture? For the cats.